How's it going, everybody? Well, there's our last video I did is 58 minutes of all numbers, 58:45. The thumbnail will show 58:46, but when you click at 58:40, that's still a house I grew up in, 1311 Gilliam Drive, and I dated a girl whose maiden name was Gilliam. And I showed y'all how in the previous video how she and I were 1311 days apart, and I grew up on 1311 Gilliam Drive. Her last name was Gilliam, and we were 1311 days apart. I forgot to mention that 13 times 11 is that 143 number that I go over a lot. And in my mind, it was always the 1-4 tray. And remember that girl that I'm talking about, whose last name was Gilliam, February times 6 times 1.965. Her number is 2358, which we showed you is in the Fibonacci sequence of 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. And then I think it's like 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, and then 144. The 12th Fibonacci number is 144. So it's the church. And right before it is the 89, which is my second wife's third marriage number. And I told y'all her next marriage will kick everything off. And wouldn't it be crazy if she got married on December 18th, which is on a Saturday, and when she'd be off for 2 weeks because she's in that school system. And that date portals to February 2nd, our divorce date. So it's just be like, what? But what I was going to show you about the 100, with that girl whose birthday is February 6th, is that when I used to run numbers, which I don't anymore, but at 11:40 p.m. I ran out. There would be certain things that I would do when I would run numbers. Okay. And so at 11:40 p.m. on her birthday, so it's 2 times 6 times, and it was 2018. Did I do that right? No, I just did 218. There we go. Pretty sure that's it. Let's do it again. 2 times 6 is 12. So let's just key that in. 2018 times 1140. Here we go. All right. And that's my birthday that pops up there. You know what I'm saying? And but it was the 37th day of the year. There's that 37. Yeah, her birthday is the 37th. She's dating a good friend of mine. And it would be funny if she's the one I end up marrying someday or something, because wow. But maybe when she marries that guy she's dating, who is a good friend of mine, we've all known each other forever. I mean, and there's 717, which if you go back to the previous video, doing time 143 plus 717 gives you 9 minutes. Love potion number 9 or number 9 dream. There's only 9 numbers. And if you use 60 seconds to go up 9 minutes, well, 7 minutes, 17 seconds plus a minute 43, 143 will give you 9 minutes, so it's everything that equals up to 9. So, but anyway, so she was born on the 37th day, which is the 12th, again, the church, the 12th prime number. You get the 143, and 13 times 11 is 143. And remember, 2, which is Earl's number, times God for God. God is 14308, which was in that number we just saw. See it? 2760624. 7. It's the whole 14308. And so I never forgot that. And it's just so, her name was Gilliam. I lived on Gilliam Drive and was 3. And she was born 1311 days after me. And I lived at 1311 Gilliam Drive, and 13 times 11 is 143. So it's just freaky stuff like that, where just numbers connect, and we dated and we got, just, I don't know. I just broke it off. I don't know. She's into Christmas, and you know, in the fake Jesus world and all that. So, you know, hey, what I meant to be. There's another girl whose birthday was 6 times 21 times 1.963, 1963. You see that 247338? Well, that's the end of our zip code in Auburndale, 338. Oh, what's the first 2 digits of my number? First 3 of my number. I'm 7. I'm 7 times 6 times 1961. Well, the first 3 digits of my number and the last 3 digits of her number was Auburndale's zip code, 33823. She was 247338 and I was 82362. So the Auburndale zip code was me and her flip-flopped, her last 3 digits, my first 3 digits, completely flip-flopped into zip code. And I almost married her twice and I broke it off and she became a tremendous QAnon fan. So do you see how, like, it's just, this is a language that I spoke. I just spoke a language of numbers that I didn't get from a book or a cult teaching or a cult website. It was just something the Lord or demonic spirits put in my head. But I've always thought the numbers came from the Lord, that he was telling me the story of my salvation. And I showed y'all many times how my second wife connected to Trump and all that kind of stuff. And we went into that in that previous video. It was something I wanted to show y'all that I came here as soon as I quit the video. I turned on this college football stuff to listen to mindless entertainment, because I know college football is fake, but I like to get their narratives and stuff. And they were breaking down yesterday's game. So as it begins, listen to this.
In October, before November, the month you remember, we labeled Saturday final weekend in October, before November, the month you remember.
The month you remember. It's going down in November, isn't it? Because we went through the Gronk commercial last night in a previous video. So Gronk comes out like a prophet. I equated him possibly to John the Baptist. This could be a Jesus figure, a prophet figure.
This past year, we've all let ourselves go a little.
This past year, we all let ourselves go a little bit. And I said John the Baptist because he was not a very well kept person by the worldly means, eating honey and locust. And I think it said his clothes are made out of camel hair when we read it yesterday.
But now it's time for everyone to step up their game.
So things are about to change.
With Wolf and Shepherd.
Wolf and Shepherd is the name of the product. You got a wolf full moon coming up, and woe to the idle shepherd is 11/17. And they just got through saying a November to remember. So things are starting to heat up, we think, with their predictive programming. Since Trump's 58 rooms at Mar-a-Lago, 58 stories at Trump Tower, we went to the November 13th. Go back, run it through the portal. It comes to November 13th, which again, that's 11/13, which 11 times 13 is 143. Well, if you run it forward, it comes to March 9th, which is your 3-9 combination. But at 6 a.m. or 6 p.m., you have the 3-6-9 combination. That was really all I could come up with. I didn't really come up with it. I didn't run the gematria on March 9th. I will look at the sun, moon, and stars real quick. I shouldn't say sun, moon, and stars. That was dumb. Just the sun and the moon, things like that, which are their big tells. So if we look for the moon phases of March, and is there any solar eclipse act? No, there's no solar. I already got the solar eclipses pulled up on it's April 30th, so and October 26th, and the moon phases for March 5th. Was it March 5th? 58 days. March 9th. March 9th. March 9th. It is the waxing crescent. It is 1 week after the new moon in March. Okay. I mean, nothing that sticks out to us, nothing that screams out at us. And what else? Was that everything? I hope. I did double up the 58 since it's 58 at Mar-a-Lago and 58 at Trump Tower. When you double it up, you get 116, which through the portal is the day my mom died 12 years previous. 12, church number. I don't know. Let's see if it connects anything backwards. September 16th, my dad's birthday. Wow. So my dad's birthday portals over to the day my mom died, and it's the day my dad killed himself, but he wasn't found until the 7th at a park. And I got out of town, knew he was going to do it, talked to police officers about it. They were just like, don't have anything to do with it. You know, the cops visited his house. My dad had told me and other friends. I ran my mouth to people. It was a lot to keep in, and cops came to me, and I denied it to the police that came to me, but then I talked to 2 other police officer friends of mine. So 116, that was my second wife's second husband number, but that's freaky, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, my dad's number was 278-928. 278928. So he was 278928. So if you divide 9 times dividing 16, you're going to get 1937. So yeah, I mean, that was his birthday. And that's so weird. Would you portal that 116? It's just crazy. So the portal has something that connects to my life personally. Really, for the first time, I've really seen that. You know, and we all said, you know, don't use gematria for your personal life. Don't use the portal for your personal life. Just like I don't use the calculator anymore for my personal life, even though I share with y'all all my personal past things that I picked up on, how it's been bringing me through a process. I said in the previous video, it's like I'm a numerical conduit for the church numerically in these last days for some reason, it seems like, because the Lord showed me this transfer portal thing, and all of y'all seem to back it as something legit. And so, you know, that's why I feel like the kite blowing in the hurricane. And I feel like that scene is really about us, the church. And I definitely feel it personal for myself because I know the AI watches what we do, which means Trump knows exactly who we are, exactly what we do. And Trump appointed somebody right here in my county to a cabinet seat. Not going to say their name. I'm paranoid enough without being really paranoid, but I'm always uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable lately. And it just kind of gets worse and worse, which is probably why I ramble on here a lot, because y'all are kind of all I got. I mean, I got a son, I got a grandson, saw him yesterday, had fun, played golf, you know, but y'all are my only church family that really understands everything that's going on. So, all right, that's it. Just wanted to share that. Love y'all. If anything comes to you, holla. But November to remember, it's getting cranked up, y'all. And if you watch the previous video, we hit on some November 1st and 2nd dates and all that kind of stuff. Remember, I told you I like November 5th a long time ago, like the 7th. 1109 was on that jet and all the portal dates to that. So if you want to go through the portal dates, and I will put the portal tutorial in the comment. But 37 days, snow, full moon, solar eclipse. It's 62 days for November 9th. 64 days would be interesting. 1107 to March 15th. Anyway, When you go back 62 days, you hit the 313 day of the year. When you go up 62 days, you hit March 13th, which is 313. We thought that the martial law would go down during the Seahawks Steelers game, but now we know to run it through the portal to April 5th. When we think now martial law could possibly be declared. 121 days backwards is September 11th. You go up 121 days, you get May 11th, which we think Trump would go down kicking out the four horses. That's an empty date. That's an empty date. I just did explanations. So let's put May 11th up there. Oh, remember, that was my mom's memorial. And when we stepped outside of the memorial, remember I showed y'all, was the house where I lived my first 3 years, which address was 404, which is the book of Revelation. So mom's memorial will help me remember that. 404 address. Now the memorial was not at the 404 address. Again, I showed y'all many times I walked outside and there was 404 Lime Street, which is now the church parking lot. So when I came home, it was and lived for 3 years at 404 Lime Street, Auburndale, Florida. And I showed y'all on Google Maps and previous videos how the next street has the 404. And if you go up a street, it shows you that Lime Street's numbers match the Pine Street numbers or whatever. So I'm gonna waste your time with it. But so, I mean, May 11th, you know, so what if Biden or somebody goes down and we get martial law, or Obama goes down? You get this martial law on April 5th, and then Trump goes down May 11th. Whoa. I mean, I'm just saying. Trump said I had the chosen one 873 ago, which is my second wife's upcoming third marriage number. If you go up 873, he would declare himself to be God on June 1st, 2024. I'm not real high on that. I am the chosen one anniversary is June 1st. It's 142 days. Great conjunction winter solstice day. Last year, you know, go back 20 days from that, you go up 20 days, you do get January 30th, which is October 30th, according to Donnie Darko calendar. October. Cannot type. I don't have my fingers set right. Go back 14 days, you get 1227. You go up 14 days, you get January 24th. Trump said he had corona, which is a solar eclipse, 465 days before the portal date. 465 days after the portal date comes to Adolf Hitler's birthday on April 20th, which is a full solar eclipse. And I need to put that word full there, or total. Total serial. Do you remember that? Total? Wondering. No. Got my brain going, right? Total cereal. You still make it? Total. General Mills. Total. Wikipedia. You're going to tell us when it came out? It's a bummer. We're looking for a date. Goofballs. Introduced in 1961. There's that 61 again. Year I was born, launched in 1961. All right. Anyway, love y'all very much.